Oh my God, we finally escaped Washington.
Yay!
Yay.
Not that we have anything against Washington State. I love Washington State. It's just, we want to travel.
Yeah, exactly. So we're finally out of the state, and we're going to share with you our travel plans coming up and this really cool family farm that we're at tonight. Occasionally you'll hear gunfire because we're right next to a firing range, but the local police use it for training. But anyway, the farm we're at is part of Harvest House, and it's called Idaho Pioneer Farm. It's a family-run chicken farm, and he used to take the chicken to the farmer's market, but that was a lot of work transporting frozen chicken, and he's done so well with Hip Camp and Harvest House here. Yeah, not even funny. That he's decided just to start concentrating on selling chicken to people that stay here, and it's worked out really good. And his kids are awesome. So far we've met Trace and Titus, and they gave us a grand tour. And then that's one of their dogs, so they got a couple working dogs that are real friendly. So if you want a real farm experience, this is exactly what you're gonna get. We're excited because we bought a bunch of chicken from them, and once the sun goes down, they don't use the range, and the sun's gonna go down here in about an hour and a half, maybe an hour. So yeah, it'll be pretty quiet here tonight, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous spot.
Come here, cowboy. Oh, what a cute boy.
Rhonda has more to add about the chicken farm. Take it away, Rhonda.
Well, the question is, would I, not Angie, but would I recommend staying at a chicken farm? Well, I don't like chicken farm smell. I can deal with the gun range next door because it was completely quiet that night. But the smell of a chicken coop brings back the memories of childhood and cleaning chicken pens, and I don't like it. So for me, it wasn't my favorite place to stay. I wouldn't do it again. But if you like the smell or you want to experience the smell, you should definitely check it out.
And I'm going to have the opposite response. The smell to me wasn't that bad, but someone's a little bit more sensitive than I am. No, I didn't mind it at all, and it was a great place to buy like fresh chicken. So that was kind of cool, and the family was super nice. Yeah, I would go back, but you know, there's so many other options that I'd like to explore a whole bunch more Harvest House. But I can definitely recommend it. So if you don't mind a slight little smell of chicken farm and the gun range nearby, the family's great. But yeah, I would recommend it. But you know,
Hey,
it is what it is.
it's better to eat that kind of chicken. They're not mass produced, and they're taken care of, and they're love their owners. They follow them around.
They do. We found a killer place last night. We're at the Wild Horse Reservoir State Recreation Area. Say that fast 5 times, and this might be one of our new favorite campgrounds. We were actually looking for a boondocking spot. Some of the spots we found are actually on tribal land, and they're $10 a night. Some of the ones that are just kind of off of the highway were had some garbage, but I found a really great spot right next to here that's also part of the Shoshone-Paiute tribal land, $10 a night, and right on the little lake, so great spot. But this one we decided to stay at. It's got bathrooms, even has a shower here, dump, water, everything. These are non-hookup sites, of course. They've closed down one loop, and honestly, in November I thought for sure that they were going to be closed, but they've only closed one loop and the rest of it is open. It's right on the reservoir, and a little foggy this morning, but we got photos from yesterday. Tons of bird life, and if you like to go for a long walk, I actually walked out back to the highway over to the tribal land and back down along the beach. So that was, I don't know, probably a good 4 miles this morning, and really beautiful. So if you're a birder, this is a really, really great spot. The sites are well spaced out. Verizon service, pretty much non-existent. Every once in a great while we'd have one bar and have a message pop up. You're like, oh, I got service for like 2 minutes. But other than that, really quiet here, and I would definitely stay here again. It's definitely more remote. We did take the road less traveled yesterday down from Nampa, which is just west of Boise, straight down. So we're north of Elko, and yeah, great drive. I can see as it gets a little further into fall and winter that ice and snow would be a concern in this area, but the canyon we dove through was just absolutely gorgeous. So some of the sites here, most of them are pull-throughs. The ones on the interior are all back-in sites, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Really, really great spot. So there's also a boat ramp here. This is a big lake for fishing. Lots of people fishing. The price for this campground is $20 if you're not a Nevada resident, and it's $15 if you're a Nevada. Yeah, 20, so not bad. Totally doable. Like I said, the other spots were $10 for more of the boondock, no services spots for an extra $10 at this campground. It was definitely worth it, but man, I would totally stay here again.
Oh, I would stay here another day, except it's really cold and we need internet for YouTube stuff. So.
Yeah, we're about 5,400 feet up here, so it was 32 degrees this morning, and frost on the window, so it was frost we've had. I had to be careful cold. Coming out of the step this morning.
Yeah, it's not like we can just, winterize, so we need to be able to use our water and stuff. So, yeah.
So anyway, catch you down the road.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you our future travel plans. Go! Hey, so ultimately we are heading all the way to the very south tippy end of Texas, because Rhonda's family, her 91-year-old father and her stepmom that's in her 80s live down there. So it's a little hard to go see them, and it's been a few years since we have seen them, so it's really important that we go down there at this point. We're hoping to be down there for a good part of December. We are going to be passing through Nevada and Arizona, obviously, and we want to spend some time kind of doing some stuff we haven't done. We only have a couple weeks. We can't wait to catch up with our brothers from other mothers, John and Don, and we will also be going to Big Bend National Park on the way back up from Texas, and who knows from there. So you know us, we kind of like to wing it. Only reservations we have at this point is Big Bend that first week of January, and I just looked and there are no reservations to be had for that week that we're there. Bummer. So yeah, they get filled up fast, and I'm glad I made reservations when we did. So that's our travel plans for right now, and we'll have a lot more how-to videos coming up.